There's been a long history of discussion groups in some areas of New Zealand for sheep and beef farmers, but not strong in all areas. And so we want to put a bit more structure around it. We saw that there was lots of really good large events happening, so demonstrations, field days, but there was a real gap in the small group space. So we went, hey, we can do something in that extension space. And so we set out and got some action groups underway. So we seed funded action groups. So the idea was to develop these peer-to-peer learning groups.
The difference between a discussion group and an action group is intent. With a discussion group, the intent there is around introducing an idea to farmers. The action group, the intent is around getting farmers to do something different on the farm, okay, rather than just think about it.
When we first started, a lot of the groups were focused on production type issues, so animal management, feed management. But what we've found over time is that we've had a few more groups looking at business planning, being better employers.
We're covering topics that we want to cover. We're not being told by someone else in an office, you know, this is what you've got to focus on today.
There's some very outside the box thinkers in our group, which is really interesting because no one in our group does the same thing. We're all doing different things. And so that makes it really interesting. And that's why we've called it a biz group. And it's about business rather than farming.
The groups are farmer-led, so it's entirely up to the group how they manage it. They can do as many or as few meetings as they want, where they want, on a topic that they actually want to.
There's not a competition in our group. We're not comparing who's got the best EFS or anything like that. It's just let's help each other out, improve your own business. And that's the most important thing.
Before we started Action Network for sheep and beef farmers, we knew that facilitation was key, and so we developed a couple of training programs, and that was offered to rural professionals and farmers.
I think the facilitator is the key to the group actually. Yeah, it's all very well us sitting around talking, but if there's no focus, if there's not someone keeping the day running, we would still be on the first topic at the end of the day. We wouldn't get everything covered, so yeah, it's vital, yeah.
My recommendation out of this program is take the time to scan the landscape and see where the gaps are, and so where you can add to get on-farm change, because that's what we're all about.
I went to a lot of discussion groups and that and didn't get anything out of them. It's just a Skype session, whereas this here is honest and open. Like, you've got to be prepared to take a bit of criticism.
And everyone's there for the same reason, so you know we're all there to learn and to better our businesses. So yeah, it's been great for our business. Just learning.